All right, so I just received in the mail the Diodario NS Micro Violin Tuner. Pretty excited about this. All right, so as you can see, it doesn't come in very much packaging, which is good for the environment. And here it is. Let me move this down just a little bit. There we go. All right, so now you can see this. Super small. Nice. It works. It has a little lever back here that you flip up. Let's see if I can move this back a little bit here. And then you can pull this piece down and it fits right on the violin body here. And the way I found is you sort of squeeze down on a little bit and then you toggle that down and it just cinches it down just a hair, just enough to keep it on, but I could still pretty easily pull that off. So it's not going to damage anybody's instrument, and you can kind of adjust how much pressure you want. So for example, if I just barely didn't want any pressure on it, I can actually wiggle it. You can hear it sort of move around a little bit, and that comes off real easy. But if I really want it on, say I'm dancing around the stage or something, I can squeeze it, and there you go. That's definitely not going to come off. Cool. All right, so on the top here, see if we can do this here. It's got a couple different buttons. It's got power. It has mode. It has flip, which I'll show you in a second what that does. And then it has, and the mode has metronome and tuning. And then these arrows adjust either if you don't want to be 440 while you're tuning, or if you want to set the metronome up or down. So how does it look while you're playing? It kind of looks like this. Here, let's get this way. And you can, what's also nice is that this is on a little swivel, so you can aim it where you want. Let's turn it on. There we go. So there's the display. It's pretty good. And it flashes a little bit so you know that it's going. There you can see my G string is a little sharp, nice and bright. All right, so here is, let's put it on metronome. So I'm going to change the modes real quick. So there's metronome, back and forth. I kind of wish that the lights going back and forth were a little farther, were a little bit more spaced apart, but that's all right. And then I can make it go fast, or let's see, that's slower, faster. And I don't know how well you can see that. Now here I'll hit the flip button. See how it turned the numbers upside down, 134. There it is again. I don't really know on the violin why you would want to flip it upside down. Maybe if you hold it in some really weird spot. I did test this against some other tuners, so like the iPhone Clear tuner and the Snark, and they pretty much all registered that this violin was out of tune, just a hair. But they all registered the same. So this tuner seems to be really accurate. It's nice and bright, fits on nice. I've even read that people will leave it in their case, and you know, depending on how nice your violin or fiddle is, you may or want to or not to. But mine does, have that arch in the bottom, so I'm guessing it wouldn't sit very hard on it. And here, I'll take it off. I'll show you how I take that off again. Just flip that up, and then it's really loose. It just comes right off. As I was saying, it does have these little rubber bumpers on the inside here, both there and on the bottom. So I think it would be pretty nice to anybody's violin. And that's it. I've only had it for a little bit, so I don't know how well it works. I did read that it does have a auto turn off after 10 minutes of not being used. Kind of seems like a little less. I don't know who tunes for 10 minutes. But it seems like 5 minutes would be a good amount of time. But anyways, so there it is. Hope that was informative. Post any questions if you have any.